try to be objective.
And you're not. I can break your heart.
This is the crazy baby lady.
La loca de los bebitos.
I haven't heard you say loca de bebito before.
Mariana Rodriguez Varela is one of the most polarizing and divisive figures I've ever come across. I'm in Argentina to get inside the mind of the woman known for leading the pro-life movement and taunting other women getting abortions with her infamous plastic fetuses. To find out how far she'll go to get her message across, I spent months embedding myself with Mariana's family on the campaign trail and put my life on the line in the hectic streets of Buenos Aires, where abortion, recently made legal, has torn the country apart.
Es nulo el caso donde realmente la vida de la mujer está en peligro.
Then came the shock. A dark family secret about Mariana that turned everything upside down for me, leading to a tearful end I never saw coming.
This baby is going to be from Latin America to the rest of the world, and you're going to see it everywhere.
But before all that, it was time to meet Mariana. We couldn't film the front of her house because pro-choicers regularly hunted her down.
You are la loca de bebito.
I haven't heard you say loca de bebito before.
No.
No.
I never say it.
No, you just said
because
it.
No, it's my sister.
So people do
That's
call
right.
you that, don't they?
I'm not.
I didn't want to mention
And
it,
we
but
don't do
I
that.
saw an English publication that called you the crazy baby
Thank
lady.
you. That sounds funny
Okay.
in English.
Why do they call you that? Are you crazy?
You're
quite eccentric, aren't you?
A little.
She's quite eccentric.
Do you think so?
You're definitely quite eccentric, yeah.
Nobody does.
English people is eccentric. No, I'm not eccentric.
For one person, crazy baby lady. For another person, it's a hero.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think that they think that I'm really crazy. Bueno, te voy a mostrar. I do this a lot. I make boxes
Okay.
to send it to the provinces.
Wow.
They have to be in order, because if not, it doesn't show respect. If you put
Okay.
it like this.
Of course.
It has to be like this. And I say that there's always a rebel everywhere. I'm this one.
Oh, God.
You can stick it in your car, Andrew, and you can take it to England.
I might not do that. If you don't mind.
This baby at this stage can move, and if you can move, you can feel.
I don't know how scientific that is.
Yes,
I'm
it
not
is.
sure it can feel.
If the baby can move its hand and legs, it's because it feels.
Maybe. I've moved my hand in my sleep and I can't feel it. I don't remember it. You're laughing because I made a good point.
This is what I take to schools, because when a woman has an abortion, they deserve to see what they are going to do. And I love to show this, because many, many children wouldn't imagine.
Oh my God.
And this is the baby that is 24 weeks pregnancy. And as you said before, that maybe it's not a human being before it is born. What do you think about this?
It makes me feel
Besides.
weird. I just want them to have the choice. The women here.
But life is not a choice.
What would you do if your daughter came home and said she wanted to have an abortion?
I would tell her what she knows already. Because if this is nothing, why do you think that you are something? Yes.
I do get what you're saying.
Do you really think that when a woman is pregnant, what is inside of her is not human?
Can I get more chocolate milk?
No.
No?
Because you don't understand.
I wanted to understand how both sides felt about abortion. I met some pretty interesting characters, first at a pro-life rally outside the president's house.
Que a partir del momento de la concepción hay vida y defiendo eso y sinceramente me siento discriminada.
Yo como mujer, ¿cómo me voy a sentir si mato a mi propio hijo? ¿Entendés? Eso es, para una mujer es tremendo, tremendo. Es como matarte a vos misma estando viva.
O sea, el proyecto de ley, ¿se puede hacer un aborto hasta los 9 meses, tal
Sí.
cual lo que
Yo
te
no
decía.
sé si es-
sí,
es
te puedo
seguro
garantizar que
eso.
es así, te garantizo
9
que es
meses.
así, porque ¿sabes lo que
Eso
dice?
no es un
¿Sabes
aborto.
lo que dice?
Hace publicidad con abortos a partir de los 27 meses.
No hay abortos después de 9 meses.
Sí.
Si la vida de la mujer está en peligro, imagino, en esos casos.
Es nulo el caso donde realmente la vida de la mujer está en peligro.
I could see that the pro-life side was passionate and really felt that their voices weren't being heard. I wondered if this was also about a disenfranchised group, religious traditionalists, who dreaded the loss of old world Argentina. Later, I bumped into Mariana, the crazy baby lady, busy getting signatures for her campaign. The protest was in full voice, with a giant baby and loud hymns, enough to keep the president up all night. But what of the pro-choice campaign? I attended a rally in the freezing rain before abortion was made legal. It was about to turn ugly and give me a first ever taste of tear gas.
Para nosotras la revolución será feminista, no será.
Resistimos ante la lluvia, el frío, todo y no más perchas ni agujas porque mi mamá es maestra y una alumna de ella falleció por hacerse un aborto casero.
¿Cómo se siente eso, que Argentina es el foco del mundo en este momento?
Tuve una ansiedad. Esperemos que eso sirva de presión para que salga la ley.
Creo que ya, no quiero decir ya ganamos.
¿Va a ser ley?
¡Sí! ¡Es ley! ¡Vamos a seguir luchando hasta que sea
Unfortunately, things were about to kick off. The pro-life and pro-choice protests were actually right next to each other. After news spread that the senators weren't voting in favour of legal abortion, the pro-choice side kicked off and we were engulfed by fire. We hid in a hostel.
Parece ahora que este lado va a perder.
Para mí no es algo de que nosotros perdemos, en realidad lo que va a pasar es que se van a morir niñas y que va a seguir pasando lo mismo.
Van a seguir habiendo abortos clandestinos, se mueren muchas chicas por abortos.
O así no, igual no importa si no. No importa si no mueren, importa qué sucede. No intervengo en tu derecho personal de decidir lo que vos quieras hacer sobre tu mismo cuerpo. Nadie puede obligarte a vivir algo que vos no querés transitar.
No.
Inventame una fucking máquina que me saque esa agiladita de 8 meses y que lo fecúndenlo. Si yo le planteo que se tiene que hacer cargo, va a preferir que yo aborte antes que hacerse cargo.
Pero es hipócrita porque
es súper hipócrita.
¿Saben quién es Mariana Rodriguez?
Ay, sí, la loca de los bebitos.
Ella es como la cara de ese movimiento.
Y bueno, que lo mejor que le puede pasar a ese movimiento es tener esa cara.
Hablamos con ella también.
Ay, qué divertido.
En serio.
¿Tienen un mensaje para ella la próxima vez que hablamos con ella?
Ojalá que algún día tengan más empatía por la vida que existe que la que no existe nunca.
Que se sienta totalmente ajena. Mañana que se despierte y diga, no, qué pelotuda. No.
At 4 a.m, I had to finally leave the hostel, but the Argentine Senate had turned into a dystopian nightmare, with police water cannoning protesters. In the hope of getting away safely, I embedded myself with some seasoned activists. That's when things really took a turn. Amid explosions and street fights, we'd been hit by a cloud of tear gas. I felt severe burning on my tongue and up my nostrils. My eyes stung like nothing before.
Sí, fue re poquita. La burla la vez pasada nos decían cómo nos gusta verlos correr. Lo disfrutan.
¿Van a seguir manifestando?
No, por supuesto, no se perdió igual, ¿eh?
After spending days with these two rival camps and narrowly escaping the impoverished, almost war-torn city centre of Buenos Aires at 6 a.m, I was happy to be safe. but utterly exhausted, and I had to be up in a few hours to go on the school run with Mariana, the crazy baby lady.
Today, la provincia de Tucumán was pronounced pro-life province. And one of the legisladores was there holding this baby up.
Wow.
And that was very, very nice.
How old were you when you had your first child?
29. The third one was just about to die when he was born.
Do you think that's part of what inspired you to be a pro-lifer?
All these experiences that I had showed me the way.
What about when the mother's life is in danger?
You never know until the very last days if you are saving the mother and killing the child, or both are going to die.
Can I ask you a very difficult question, but I wouldn't usually ask it, but I heard you talk about it already. If your daughter was raped...
I would never kill my grandson. How can I kill him?
I found it interesting how, even while driving, Mariana used the plastic fetus as a type of stress ball. It seemed that her anti-abortion crusade was what gave her most comfort. At school, I saw how popular she was with the other parents. I was looking forward to meeting her kids, to see how her high-profile campaigning affected them and whether they shared her views. On the way home, I got chatting to her eldest, 16-year-old Agustin.
And you agree with what she thinks about abortion?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not just because she tells you.
No. I understand what she says, and it's okay.
What do you think if a young girl, she's 14 years old, and she's been pregnant for 2 weeks, and you think that it's bad to have an abortion?
Yeah, obviously, she's killing her son.
Are you listening, Mariana? Are you proud?
You have to tell him that heart starts beating the day 19.
Day 18, then, you could have an abortion.
No, that's an idea.
How do you feel about sex before marriage?
There's always a chance to be a father or a mother.
I am going to do it when I grow up. I may be married.
So for you, it's marriage. It's a marriage type of thing.
Yeah.
Not a fun thing. It's not fun, is it, Mariana?
Someone can take it as fun. It's not.
No? That's what your mum's taught you?
Yeah.
Well, she did it at least 6 times.
Yeah.
Before meeting Mariana again one last time and dramatically falling out with her, I kept abreast of the local news, which was full of bizarre theories.
Primero, te venden que el embarazo es un problema. Entonces,
tiene que entender que el profiláctico no la protege de nada. Escúchenme, el virus del SIDA, doctora, dígame si no es cierto, atraviesa la porcelana. El virus del SIDA atraviesa la porcelana.
Por favor.
¿Qué pasa cuando nuestra perrita se nos queda embarazada? Nos le llevamos al veterinario a que aborte. Inmediatamente salimos a buscar a quién regalarle los perritos, ¿sí? No sé de qué se burlan. Si fuéramos un poquitito más animales, no le mataríamos a nuestras crías.
Mariana got back in touch to show me some of the horrific photos of aborted fetuses her pro-choice enemies had been sending her. I think that's a terrible thing to do and won't show them here, but I went back to meet her one last time. Something I'd heard about her, a dark secret, had been bothering me for a while.
¿Saben quién es Mariana Rodriguez?
Ay, sí, la loca de los bebitos. Hija del defensor del genocida.
Su papá. Abogado de Videla.
It turned out that Mariana was in actual fact the daughter of Alberto Rodriguez Varela, the justice minister of dictator Jorge Videla, who brutalized Argentina in the 1970s and 80s, stole countless babies to pass on to his supporters, and dropped drugged people out of helicopters to kill them. I was getting on great with Mariana and really didn't want to bring up something so personal. Even now, after filming, I'm not sure if it was the right thing to do and to what extent Mariana is responsible for her family's history. Still, it might seem hypocritical to be the face of pro-life when she continues to defend her father, who was part of a murderous regime. And as a journalist, sometimes you have to ask the tough questions.
A lot of people are getting abortions anyway. So how do you stop that?
You don't legalize killing each other. It's not good for human beings.
But people are dying. having illegal abortions.
In
Because it's
every
more-
abortion, a child dies. You told me that you were going to be objective, and this is not being objective. When does this fetus turns into a person?
It's a difficult philosophical question.
Being pregnant, it's not an illness. They have been raped. And then you told them that you are going to be very happy and your life is going to be precious after your son is dead.
They're not saying that. They're just saying that we don't want you as a 12-year-old to go through the complications of 9 months of
and
giving
the solution
birth.
is killing your baby.
Terminating your pregnancy is different to killing your baby.
That is linguistic.
So
and that is a trick.
What can you tell me about your father's role?
He's been a part of the government that was fighting against terrorism.
Because that government is known throughout the world for being part of the disappeared people who took babies away from their parents and then sold them to other families. So what some people are saying is that they think it's hypocritical for you to be the face of the anti-abortion campaign.
It depends on who writes the story.
Are you suggesting it's not true, that the dictatorship we're taking?
You can go and study that point. It's not my story. I realize now that you were not going to be objective.
I try to be objective.
And you are not.
Are you angry at me?
Oh yes, of course now, because you are taking a part of the story, and I think that in this moment your point is not saving lives.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Okay.
I do like you. I find you very likable. I just disagree with your
Okay.
policy.
This baby is going to be from Latin America to the rest of the world, and you're going to see it everywhere. I think that life is going to win this battle, and not here in Argentina. It's going to be to win all over the world.
Okay. Good luck.